Hey guys, it's Heather here with Earth Empress. I hope you guys are doing well in this April season. Today's going to be a little bit different. This isn't going to be oriented for any specific sign or, moon, sun, Venus, anything like that. This is actually going to be somewhat of a collective read, I guess. It's mostly for the Libra Full Moon coming up. This is the second full moon we've had in Libra this year. And it's about healing and finding the balance within. With me personally, my Libra is at 23 degrees in my chart, my Libra moon. So it's going to be at 29. For me, it's been stirring up a lot of healing, a lot of balancing out within myself, figuring out what works for me, figuring out what doesn't work for me, what no longer serves me. I know a lot of people might be having some issues going into this, especially with the fact that it is directly opposing the sun in Aries right now. And it's also opposing Taurus that just entered in Uranus. It's between 2 to 3 degrees right now. So we're literally at a crossroads right now. It's like the sense of the sun, the self, battling inner wounds within, and the moon, the emotions, the things inside of you that kind of stirs your soul. So I wanted to do, a collective read, just see what we get, what energies are coming out. I went ahead and did my animal spirit deck, and it's very fitting for this Libra moon. I'm just going to be honest. The first card out was the golden egg. The golden egg is about reaching within your soul, finding in your heart chakra your unsung purpose, the happiness, the joy within you, what you want in your life, what your soul is calling you to do, which is beautiful because we have the sea serpent here as well. Highly spiritual card. You know, this is an inner wisdom. This is healing. This is figuring out a way to express yourself creatively, passionately, being true to who you are. No holds barred. It's just being true to yourself, embracing who you are, creatively expressing yourself to others. And it's it's also including the earthworm here. And this earthworm energy, you can see the detail on the card. The earthworm is a very, I don't want to just say timid, because some of you might not be timid, but even if you're not timid in nature, this card represents holding within our truest selves, who we're called to be, who we're brought to be, what our spirit's calling us to do, where our spirit's calling us to go. It's kind of holding that all within, and I feel like this Libra moon coming in is kind of throwing that to the wind and saying, no, it's time to get true with yourself. It's time to head into this next chapter, this next season fresh, going for what you really want in life, heading towards your true purpose. I love that. I love that energy, guys. So we're going to just throw down a couple cards here. Let's see what we can get. So this energy, guys, it's all about healing, beginning again, your true calling, your true purpose. This one wanted to pop out. It was the High Priestess. I'm not going to take it, but the High Priestess is the card of intuition, of trusting yourself, of embodying the divine feminine, so to say, in your soul. It's being in touch with your sensitivity, your inner knowing, reaching out to your guides, knowing that the universe is there and you are one, you're connected with the universe. It's a very highly spiritual card. So I feel like a lot of you guys during this, Libra moon, it's going to be about embracing your spirituality more, about figuring out what spirituality means to you. We have the Ace of Wands right out the bat, guys. Passionate, new beginnings, creativity, charging forward towards what you really want in your life, which is amazing because that's exactly what the animal spirit said. It's about the movement forward. It's doing it unapologetically almost. It's being excited, it's fresh, it's new, it's inspiring to your soul. What else can we get, Spirit? So we have the King of Swords here. So some of you could definitely be in a period of finding your personal truth, figuring out what works for you, what's not going to work for you, using your discernment, tactfully but truthfully and honestly moving forward in your life. And again, it's not lost on me that it is a Libra moon, because this could very well be Libra energy coming in, because Libra is very balanced. It's very much about figuring out what works for you. That's what it boils down to. And with it being the moon, it is emotionally, soulfully, inside, deep embedded in you, what is going to work and serve your highest good. We have the devil here. This is about toxicity, about energies that have been built. Maybe it's something that you came into this world with. Maybe it's something that over time you've dealt with and you've developed triggers, mechanisms, things like that to protect your soul, your inner being. And I feel like this King of Swords combined with this devil is literally cutting out the toxicity in your life. What it's not going to be for your highest good. You know, it could be anything from behaviors that you exhibit yourself to who you surround yourself with, or the energies that are around you no longer serving you. You just get to a point where you're cutting it out. You are realizing what's going to inspire you, and anything that's going to bring up this toxic devil energy in your life, yourself, your energies, or other energies around you, you're not dealing with them anymore, which is amazing, because you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't be surrounded in negativity or toxicity. You know, you all deserve a peaceful, content, happy, inspiring life that speaks to your soul. Two of Pentacles. I feel like, again, Libra, balancing. Maybe some of you are at a period where you focused on your financial and your external existence, I guess you could say. And this is about going within and balancing out your inner being. And it's like doing what you've done, but also embodying the new pieces of you that you're figuring out, that you're healing. And it's finding a balance within the two. You can be financially successful. You can have the career you want. You can have the job you want. You can have all of these external things going on to you, and still balance out your spirituality inside, your soul's purpose, your inner calling, your inner being. It's about having a balance between the two, a nice equilibrium. What else can we get? We have a King of Wands here. So this could be, again, and it's funny because it's not lost on me that it is King of Wands, Aries Sun right now. We are still in the Aryan energy. And I just spoke about how it's opposing Libra right now. That's funny. Yeah, maybe that's a lot of the balance too. It's the ego and the inner self. It's the Sun personality, your outer being, you know, I mean, to me, it's not that the Sun is egotistical, but it is, in a sense, the ego, the human that we have, you know, been brought up as. It's you. And then you have the Moon here, which is the inner you, the parts of you that you don't show, you know, many people, the inner core, your inner being. And again, it's balancing out those two. It's this fiery energy, this outer you that you're, you know, portraying, and the way you've done things. And then it's the inner you going within, being discerning, figuring out inside you what is and is not going to work anymore. Heavily feel that. Yeah. Seven of Pentacles, sitting back, taking stock of your life. Taking stock of where you're at, where you're headed, what do you want to take with you? Not just, you know, materially, but spiritually, emotionally, all of it. Figuring out what, again, is going to serve you and what's not. I keep repeating myself in here, guys, but these cards, the way that they're falling, that's what it's, you know, amounting to. It is. This is a period where a lot of people are going to get in touch with sides of themselves and their inner being that they never realized were there before. Or it might shock some people to see, you know, what their soul's really calling them to do versus what they've always done. feel like a lot of people are going to get awakenings through this cycle. It's going to stir up a lot, and they're going to seek answers, and yeah, it's stirring up a lot, guys. 7 of Wands. I mean, of course it's going to bring discomfort. It's going to bring combativeness. It's going to bring all these inner turmoils, outer turmoils, energies around you. It's like it has to some aspect, in order to heal. A lot of people, you know, if you're not very aware, and even those of us that are aware still need a good kick in the ass sometimes. With this energy, it's more of almost, I don't want to say forcing, but it's imposing energies onto people. But it's for their healing, for their growth. It's like pushing you towards your next chapter, your next calling. But you have to get a little uncomfortable sometimes in order for that to happen. It's like if you, the whole message about the seed, you know, if you see a seed, to some people it's like total destruction. You think it's completely obliterating itself, but in fact it's blooming. The same kind of aspect with this. What kind of stirs you up and shakes you inside, a lot of the times it's for your greater good, guys. I really wholeheartedly believe that too. Yeah, a lot of people are 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands. Turmoils, shakeups. I mean, some people, like I said, they're probably going to be pretty shocked at who they don't or what they don't want to bring forward with them. And it's going to cause a lot of inner conflict, I feel like, too. Outer conflict, of course, because if you decide with your discernment, okay, I'm moving forward without this person or this period or this job or this, you know, even your house. Maybe some of you are deciding to move, to leave, you know, start over fresh in places because your soul's calling you to do that. It's going to cause turmoil internally for you because it is a struggle to make a decision and be discerning. And, you know, you want to feel like you've made the right decisions for yourself, but also externally, because some people just aren't going to like it. Some people might not like, you know, the choices you make going forward, but they're for you. This is your life, your choices, your decisions. You do what you do for you, for your soul's purpose, for your mission. And don't really give too much emphasis on what other people think or who it affects, because their energies and activity, anything that they're feeling, it's a reflection of them, not you. That's their world they're living in. That's their perception. It does not negate the fact that you have the right to choose and be happy in your own life. What else can we get? 5 of Pentacles. It's 5 of Pentacles, guys. I feel like a lot of people are. They're going to be feeling left out in the cold. Situations, places, things, whatever it may be. But that's the feeling that you, when you're balancing things out, it's like, again, it forces you to kind of grow. It forces you to move forward. That uncomfortable feeling, you know, 5s are the turning point in the numerology scale. It's literally after the 5s is balance, is healing. It's getting through the difficult parts that we don't always like to. It's dealing with the parts of ourselves that we don't really want to. It's figuring out certain triggers that we never noticed before for the purpose of becoming more aware and, you know, for our highest good moving forward. It's falling under the 7 of Pentacles and the Devil. So with those two energies especially, I feel like it's taking stock, and it's kind of pulling yourself back a little bit almost to see where the toxicity is in your life. And it can leave people feeling left out in the cold. But again, that's their perception. That's their reality they choose to see, because what you have going on, and if you're making choices with the highest of intentions for the highest good of everyone involved, move forward. That's all I can say. Don't let someone's perception hold you back from your soul's purpose. Do not do that. Do not do that, guys. You deserve more than that in this life. I mean, we have 2 7s on the board, 2 5s on the board. 5 and 7 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. Yeah, this is a 3-year also, which is funny. It's not lost on me, the irony. Yeah, 7 and 5, 1 and 2 is 12, 3. Yeah. So this is the year. This is the year of the transformation, of the moving forward. And I feel like this Libra moon has a lot to do with it, because this is the second go around, guys. This is the second time this year that this has happened. And it is for a greater purpose of balancing, of becoming more in tune with who you are versus who you've always been. I'm going to throw just a couple more cards down. Is there anything else that we want to share that we need to know? Anything else here? Yeah. All right, guys. So we had the Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune. That's what it is, guys. That's what it's coming down to. The Emperor, again, Aries energy. So maybe we're moving forward with this energy, because it has been about fresh starts, new beginnings too. But this is about, I feel like you guys taking control of where you're headed, where you're going, and moving forward, again, in your purpose, in your divine power. You are empowered. You are taking control of your life. You are taking control of, again, what no longer serves you, what's not going to work for you, who you want to be, what you want to become, any of that, you know? Take it as it resonates, guys. But the whole point of this entire spread has been taking control, finding the balance within yourself, healing parts of yourself that, you know, trigger you. Let's just be honest, guys. Parts that trigger you, a lot of the times we don't want to heal, but that's why we're triggered, because we need to heal. And that Wheel of Fortune, that's the universe saying, hey, this is rolling, it's rolling in your favor. Just do the work. Do the work and the wheel's going to turn for you. And I highly believe that, guys. I feel like the more inner work we do as a collective, the more the wheel gets turning universally and personally. I love that, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not going to be easy. It's not, clearly not an easy energy. But if you have certain things in you that come up that you feel like, okay, why is this coming up? Why is this triggering me? Just sit, meditate, think on it. Leave yourself open to source. Let things kind of come into you. And don't make hasty decisions, quick choices. Don't jump to conclude. You know, this is that kind of energy where people will be triggered. People around you will be triggered, and you might be triggered. But keep that in mind. Have patience. Have patience, you know. And again, sit, still yourself in silence. Heal yourself. That's how you're going to do it, guys. So I'm going to grab this new little oracle deck I got. I am honestly super excited to use it. These are fresh out of the box, guys, so you may have to bear with me. I don't know how I'm going to... We're just going to have to shuffle these this way, because these are two. Not quite broken in yet. That's okay. We're going to cut the deck a little bit. Alright, one more time. Okay, I lied. Two more times. Alright, anything else that we can get? Or the collective? I love that. Alright, so first card out is transition, guys. What'd I say? It is a period of transformation, of going from one chapter to the next. Figuring out where you're headed, of what you want to bring with you. For your highest good, for your soul's calling. Alright, so we have the crown chakra card here, which again, coming into some kind of spiritual divine epiphanies, I want to say epiphanies, realizations, awakenings, things that, again, you've never noticed before in yourself that are coming up. Yeah, I feel like this is a very heavy period, especially with the transition card. It's like it's movement forward, and it's for your spiritual good, your highest good, your purpose. So expectation. I'm going to actually grab the book for this one. Do not judge me, guys. Like I said, I just got these cards, but I want to see if there's maybe, and if not, it's fine. We'll just leave it. Because for me, I feel like this card is saying when you go forward to not have any, not necessarily expectations in the actual literal sense. I feel like it's expect the unexpected. You know, things are changing, you're changing. You know, move forward. Don't have a set vision as far as people, places, and things go. Like, you know, your life's changing for the highest good. You're in that transition period. So expect the unexpected. Yeah, guys, I cannot find it in this book. So I feel like that's what we're going to go with, because that's what it's really calling to me. It's just saying to move forward in your knowing and expect the unexpected. Here we go. The expectation you place on yourself and others can constrain. For yourself and your relationships by releasing expectations. Expect the unexpected. Expectation strangles creativity and life force. Approach yourself, a relationship, or an activity with lightness and curiosity, discovering aspects and elements of who you are through what you can contribute to it, rather than what you can get out of things. It's not the expectation of an action from another that is what you are seeking. It is the permission of an experience only you can give yourself. Love that. All right, guys. With that being said, I'm going to let you go. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the month. And again, sit, be still. Just let this energy flow through you guys. And this too shall pass. Don't be afraid to dig deep and heal. All right. Love and light, guys. Bye.